Hi, everybody. This is Bill Sanders, and this is WatchArtSci Review. This is our first review of one of the viewers who sent in his collection. And these are going to be very informal and relatively short. Don't want to go on too much. And today, what we're looking at is the collection that Mohammed sent in. And taking a look at this collection, you can see he's got sort of the Holy Trinity plus a Piaget. All of these are very, very, very elegant. Very interesting collection. Mohammed also sent in some women's watches. He included his mom's. And I do the same thing. I include my wife's Jaeger-LeCoultre. Okay, so in looking at this, how do you evaluate this kind of collection? Well, if I were going to add a watch to this collection, what I would do is pretty much what I did. I started off with this Patek Philippe. It was really nice. I loved it. But you don't wear that everywhere. And so I thought, well, I'm looking at these watches and I'm thinking the same thing. Here's what I would suggest. Why don't you go out and get yourself something that's not exactly not a sports watch, but something like that. I had a couple in mind. One, of course, would be a Royal Oak. There's a very nice Royal Oak. I think it's stainless steel. It might be white gold, but I think it's stainless steel. A thin one that's very, very clean looking, and that would be one. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, and it's called a thin. I don't have the reference number with me. Another one is the new. There are two new ones from Vacheron Constantin. One is the modern version I guess is the term, the 2016 version of the Overseas. Now, the thing I like about the Overseas, first of all, the stainless steel version comes in different shades and colors. They have a brown face, a black face, and a white face on these. So you have a choice there. But the thing that's interesting about it, and very innovative, is it has three different kinds of bands that are interchangeable, that you can just pop right off and pop on a new band. This is a new innovation by Vacheron Constantin with their Overseas. Now, there are a lot of different ones in the new line, but just taking the basic one, you have a watch. It's got certain occasions that you can wear it with a leather band, another occasion where you can wear it with a steel band, and still another for summer and when you're getting a little more activity, to have a rubber band that comes with it. And so it would add to this, I think, this kind of collection. It's sort of on the sort of the higher end, so to speak, of watches, and every one that you've got is pretty much there. And there's another one that I like a lot too, and it's called the Quai de Lille. And this is also by Vacheron Constantin, and it comes with two bands. One band is leather, and the other one is rubber. Same idea. It's considerably less. It's about a quarter less. I think they're selling them for like around 15,000. Anyway, for a complement to this, to your current collection, this is what I would suggest. Okay, now let me turn to something else real quick. By the way, everyone's invited to send in their collection. This is not something. The review is not something that it's a hobby. I don't charge for hobbies. Okay, let me suggest a couple things. First of all, when you take the pictures, you don't want to be too close because it'll take it out of the focus. If you're using your phone or iPad or something like that, one of the things you can do, I got a couple blocks of wood and here's another thing I had. I put these together, and this was my tripod, and then over the top, this was the right height, so I could get close enough to what I was taking a picture of, and also have a stable platform. That's another thing, is it's really hard to take, just not Fitbit. watch. It's really hard to try to take a picture and get the light right and everything else. Um, Another thing you can get, I got these at Amazon. These are things, these are little, they have a little acrylic base. They're different kinds that you can get. They're very inexpensive, and there are little things, and you put your watch on it, and you can take your picture that way with it. And it's sort of, it looks like the watch is up there floating by itself. Finally, another thing that you can do is to get a little light tint. A light tint is they're really cool. That's something else I picked up on Amazon. And a light tint is you can fold it up and put it in a little carrying case and get it out of the way. I leave mine up all the time because I love taking pictures of my watches and other kinds of things like that. So, anyhow, this was, like I said, this is the first watch review that we've done on the WatchArtSci channel. These were Mohammed's watches. Oh, and by the way, too, if you would send those in, here's something that would be really helpful, is to send the reference number with it, because sometimes collectors like to have a lot of the same kind of watch. You'll have a lot of Rolexes or there was this one guy that I saw that had all of these Omegas. He loved Omegas. One of the most interesting people I've ever heard talk about Omegas or any other watch. He just loved Omegas. But it really helps if taking a look at a collection, if I have the reference numbers for it and make a little more sense from it. Okay, that's it. Told you it was going to be short. If you have a collection you'd like reviewed, go ahead and send them to me. There's a link that you can send them to on the WatchArtSci webpage, and you can, at the beginning of every one of the regular WatchArtSci presentations or videos, there'll be a little link there to it. So, okay, I'll see you next Friday with a regular review. Take care. Bye-bye.